hot rods, especially chopped and channeled hot rods. Always wanted a blown car, always wanted a flathead. So normally I'm into building them, but this one was pretty much done. I just had to get it legal, which essentially we rebuilt it anyway, but it definitely wasn't my design or colours, but I just fell in love with it. It would have started with my uncle. He had hot rods, and as a kid I remember going around there and seeing hot rods and just fascinated by them. Back then it was a lot more cartoon style hot rods. You could get away with a lot more, you know, massive tyres on the rear, jacked up, big rake to them, and it was just cool. As a kid, see it drive past, the memories, and one day I want to do that. I love all different styles, from lowriders to traditional hot rods to street rods, muscle cars. I love them all. I've got my own favourites in each category. The hot rods to me are just, there's something about them. It's bare bones, there's not much to it, you're sitting on a little bit of foam. You know, there's no creature comforts in there. It's just get in there, drive, you feel every bump, you hear every noise. Guy I bought off Travis. It was a 2 to 3 year build in the States from Jason Graham Hot Rods. That family, Travis, they raced sprint cars and all the kids were into racing. He sort of got out of it and needed something to fill that void on the weekends, get that buzz, so he spoke to Jason to build this, and they went through it, and we got every single receipt, every single email transaction of every nut and bolt through the build, and they did an exceptional job, to the point, as I said, I didn't want to change a thing on it. It was bang on what they did. We just had to get it legal here and change what we had to, but I wanted to keep true to their vision. And yeah, beautiful car, cool family, so that's what made the deal go through, really. So it's a 1931 Model A, it's been chopped and channeled. It's running air ride in the back. We've got a blown flathead, an 8BA flathead, triple carbs, T5 5-speed, 9-inch. A lot of work's been done underneath it to get it this low and to get it functioning. You know, your drive shaft tunnel, your fuel tanks, essentially over the diff and over the drive shaft, and very tight underneath to make it all work, and it's beautiful underneath. It looks simple, but it can be hard to get things looking simple. It came with the air ride shockwaves in the back, so it's essentially a coil over, but then you've got the air ride to adjust the height. The previous owner had basically manually pumping them up with a air compressor. There was a tank and everything with it, so we finished it off. So it's just a single up and down in the rear, but it just changes the look, changes the stance to an extent, the drivability, depending on how much you pump it up. I always wanted an old flathead, and as I said, always wanted a supercharger as well, so it ticked both those boxes. It runs really good, you can cruise around if you want to, and then you put your foot down, it goes. It's not stupid fast by all means, being a flathead, but it's just got that distinct sound that you just can't get sick of. Yeah, something like this, it's essentially you could do 60 Ks and it feels like you're doing 100. With the little windshield, visibility is obviously shortened a lot, and being so low to the ground and no creature comforts in there, it's bare bones, so you feel everything and it feels like you're going a hell of a lot faster. You know you're alive. It was a long road getting it legal. It's at that point where it's reliable. You know, you can just come in the garage, turn the key, start it and use it. That's where the fun and enjoyment comes out of, you know, and just hearing that noise and hearing that idle, you just can't beat it. You know, I could go for a couple of months without starting it, and then I do, and oh, that's so cool.